Hi, everybody. Dr. Brad Nelson here. We're going to be working with a couple of volunteers today. And I also want to share with you our schedule for the rest of this year. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Dr. Brad Nelson. I'm the author of the Emotion Code and the creator of the Body Code system and the Discover Healing app. We're going to be taking a look at that, I think, probably with our volunteers today. So first of all, let me go ahead, while we're waiting for our volunteers, let's go ahead and we'll go to our website at discoverhealing.com. And I wanted to share with you, we've got events, two events pages. I'm going to be posting those here in the link area. We've got, if you go to discoverhealing.com/the Emotion Code Seminar with dashes in between each word, then what you'll see here is you will see this page that will come up. And Sharm says hello from Australia. Hello, Sharm. And Tracy from Liverpool, hello to you. And hello, John and Carla. Hello, Becky. And anyway, so if you go to this page, the Emotion Code Seminar page, you can scroll down here. It's only $97 a ticket. And you'll notice up here at the top, it says to do our part to contain the spread of COVID-19. We've transitioned to virtual events, just like almost everybody else. Okay. So hello, Ozge and Jessica and Heather from Montreal. So if you scroll down a little bit here, you'll see we've got all these upcoming events coming up. They're all virtual events. We have one coming up September 12th. That one is sponsored by East West Bookshop, California. And the East West Bookshop is going to sponsor another one that we're going to be doing, another virtual event on November 7th. So September, October, November, we've got these three events going on for the Emotion Code. Okay. So let's see here. And we want to say hello to B and Renata and Marnie from Vancouver Island. And B's from Swindon. And there's Debbie Estelle. Hello, Debbie. And gosh, let's see here. Yeah, virtual events. Yeah, why not, right? So you can learn more all about these at these links, okay, that are posted in the chat here. I want to say hi to Marlene from San Antonio, and Pam and my wonderful sister-in-law, Jill, up in Oregon, or no, sorry, Idaho. So, all right, awesome. So let's connect with our first guest here, okay? And let's see what our first guest is doing. All right, see if we can talk to our first guest. So give me just a second here. All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can talk to Jenny first of all. And yeah, and also while we're waiting, we've got some other people saying hello. We've got Mirabelle from Pine Ridge Reservation. Hello to you. And hey, listen, if you want me to come up and do some teaching up there, let me know, okay, Mirabelle? Because that's why we have a plane, so we can get into reservations and other places and teach. So hello, Lynette from Reno, and Helena from Germany, and Ginger from Salt Lake City. Hi, Ginger. And Karen from Pocatello, and Toth from Warrington. You'll have to tell us where Warrington is. I'm not sure where that is exactly, but let's see. Let me see if we can go ahead and call Jenny and see if she can join us. Hi, Jenny. Okay, let's see. If you want to go ahead and share your camera, then I think we can bring you on here. Let me see.
Hi.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, it sounds like maybe your speakers. I'm hearing myself in your speakers, so you might want to turn down your speakers and just use your headphones.
Got it.
All right, awesome.
Better?
No, we'll say hello to a couple other people here joining us. Yul from Chicago and Sonia from Costa Rica. And all right, let's see here. And whoops, hang on a second. There we go. And Jen from Kona, nice. And Tabitha from Oklahoma. Lori from Southern Illinois, all right. And Jen from Hawaii, Big Island, awesome. And Joe from Bristol, UK. All right, fantastic. So welcome all of you. Thanks for joining us. And special welcome to our guest, Jennifer here, or Jenny. So Jenny, tell us in a nutshell what's going on with you. See, now, for the rest of you, let me explain how this works. What we do is Val, and sometimes Val and my assistant, Jana, will go on Facebook and they'll put a little note out there that says, hey, Dr. Brad's going to do a live, and if you've got some kind of an issue and you fit these certain parameters, you know, if it's pretty bad and it's been going on for a little while, then you can put your information here and we'll try to connect with you. So Jenny, why don't you fill everybody in, if you want, on, you know, just the broad brush approach to what's happening with you, and we'll see if we can help you, okay?
Broad brush is while at work, because I've had to overstretch my arm repeatedly over the course of the last few months, I've developed pain in my rotator cuff, and also the muscle between my neck and my shoulders is pulling as well. That has caused me to be quite miserable. Sleep is affected. My overall enjoyment of life, so to speak, has been affected.
Okay. So how long has this been going on?
This has been going on probably, last 3 months, I want to say.
Okay. All right. And last 3 months. And so on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst discomfort you can think of, how would you rate this right now?
It starts off, say in the morning, it'll start off at about a 6. By the end of the day, it could go from 9 to 10.
Okay. Okay.
So average out, say an 8.
So right now it's an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. We are going to see if we can bring up our Discover Healing app. There we go. So we kind of squeeze it right in there in between the two of us. What's happening here is that this is actually coming off of my phone. Okay. So if I touch something on here, you see it change on the screen. And so this is a software program that it's called the Discover Healing app. Really, it includes the body code and the emotion code, and we're going to be using those maybe both today, depending. We'll see what's happening with you. So the first thing that we like to do before we work on somebody is we like to take a moment. This work has all come from up above. Okay, so whether or not you believe in a higher power, it's totally up to you. I do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we just take a moment and just silently ask for some help from up above. Okay, just take a moment. All right, cool. So it's just a momentary thing, really, just asking for help. But the reality of it is, you know, we have a Father above us who loves us, who cares about us, and when we ask for help, then we can get that help. It opens up that channel to get that help. And I've noticed in my own life that usually that help doesn't. I mean, if you're asking for guidance, that comes, I think, right away, but not always in a really obvious form. I mean, for me, sometimes it's been really striking, and I mean, there have been times in my life when I've actually heard a voice, you know, speak to me and so on. But usually, it comes as just subtle thoughts or impressions or ideas that we often miss because we think they're just our own mind, right?
Yeah.
You with me there?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. All right, so let's take a look now. And again, what we're doing is we're using the Discover Healing app. Now, let me explain. For those of you that are brand new to this, first of all, this is energy medicine. Its highest manifestation right now, I think, that we can use. It's really, really simple, easy to use. Anybody can learn how to do this. And it works at a distance, and that's what we're going to be doing today with Jenny. Now, Jenny, I have no idea where you are in the world. Where are you?
I'm in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, you're in Vancouver. Okay, great. All right. Well, I'm in the southwestern corner of Utah. So, but it doesn't matter where we are because energy medicine knows no barriers of distance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and by the way, this side, you were saying it's really mostly the right side, is that right?
Yes, the
Okay.
right side.
Okay. So, pain on the right side here, neck, shoulder, it's about an 8. Is that right?
Yes.
About an 8 on a 0 to 10 scale, where 0 is no discomfort at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just took a moment, asked for some help from up above, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to be using muscle testing. It's going to look like this, okay? It's what we call the ring and ring test today. There's different ways of doing it. But basically the way that this works is when we are connected to someone else and we're trying to help them, or if we're trying to help ourselves, we can ask questions. And the subconscious mind will respond to those questions. And the way that that response appears is by the body being either the muscles being at their normal muscle strength level, or if the answer is no, the muscles will be a little weaker. And so that appears to us, we can test for those varying levels of strength or weakness, yes or no, by using muscle testing like this. There's different ways of doing it, but I'm going to use this one today because it's easy to see, right? So if I'm asking questions and I'm getting a no answer, the rings here will break apart, okay? If the answer is yes, the rings will stay together. Now, let me explain, okay? We're all connected, really, truly. You've all heard that before, right? We really, truly are all connected. And so when I ask questions of your subconscious mind instantly answers. And that energy, that change in energy, or the answer comes to my subconscious mind, and then the answer manifests on my body as either strength or weakness, right? So it's really simple, but it works really well. So let's see how well we can, how much we can help you today. So what we're looking for really is the true underlying causes of what this problem is that you have going on this right side. And what I found when I was in practice, and I've been doing this now for 32 years in one form or another, what I found is that the answers are not usually what we think they are. Right? They're usually something completely different. So let's find out here, and we'll see what the real answers are.
Okay.
So, right? All right. First thing we want to know is, can I act as proxy for you? In other words, are we really truly connected? Now, that there's a principle in this world, in this universe, that's called the principle of proxy. And what it means is that one person can act on behalf of another person, and it can be totally efficacious. So in other words, my subconscious mind has this ability built right into it to set aside its own needs to act on someone else's behalf. And we all have this, okay? We all have this as human beings. So what I want to do is I'm going to ask the first question is, can I act as proxy for you? And the answer there is yes. So that's a strong answer. All right, cool. So now what we want to know is what's really going on with the shoulder. Now, if you notice here in the chart, there are 6 different kinds of imbalances, all right? Now, when I was in practice, what I found is that there are 6 kinds of imbalances that cause all the problems that my patients were suffering from. And it didn't matter how old they were, how young they were, it didn't matter what their problem was, it made no difference. I could find and identify the imbalances that were really the cause of their symptoms. And I categorized these over many years and put them all into these 6 categories. So you'll notice at the top we have pathogens on the right. Those are little infections and organisms that get into the body that shouldn't be there. In the middle on the right we have misalignments of tissue. Any kind of tissue can misalign. On the bottom on the right we have nutritional deficiencies, things like that, lifestyle issues. On the bottom on the left we have toxins. Everybody knows what those are. There's all kinds of those. In the middle on the left we have circuits or systems. So the body's very highly organized into circuitry and systems and so on, and we may get into that more. And then at the top on the left we have energies. And those are energies that are in the body that shouldn't be in the body. Things like trapped emotions and traumas and so on. So here we go. So let's ask, first of all, is there an underlying reason for this discomfort that you're having. And your subconscious mind comes back and answers, and that's a yes, okay? So yes. So at this moment, that's kind of our opener question. And what we're doing is we're talking to your subconscious mind, and it's saying, well, yeah, I do have some underlying reasons for this. Usually there's more than one. But when we ask that question, it comes up with one. So right now, your subconscious mind is thinking of a certain kind of imbalance. Could be any of these 6 areas. I don't know what it is, but what we'll do is we'll ask where it is, and we're going to now essentially play charades with your subconscious and figure out what this problem is, right? At least this first thing. There may be more, but we'll find the first one. So is this first imbalance on the right side of our chart? And the answer there is no. So the next one might be over on the right side of the chart, but this one is on the left side of the chart. So is it in the energies area? It is. Okay, so that's the first one on the top. So what I'm going to do is on my phone, right, I'm going to touch that spot right there. And it brings up another map. It brings up 6 other options. So there are about 1,000 different nodes in here in the Discover Healing app in the body code. But you're only going to be taking to one thing at a time. You're only looking for one thing at a time. So it's actually really simple. So right now, what your subconscious mind is doing is it's saying, okay, yes, I have an imbalance. It's in one of these areas here. So which one is it? Well, we just ask, okay, because your subconscious mind knows. Is this imbalance in one of these areas on the left side? And we get a no. So is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. Is it something emotional? Yes. So we'll go to the emotional button in the middle on the right. Okay. So now we've got some other options. Is it something on the left side? Yes. So is it a trapped emotion? It is. Okay. So we go to the trapped emotion area. Now this is a little different for those of you that are new or that have been using the emotion code. The body code is a little different because we break things out just a little differently in a little more detail. So yeah, it's kind of fun. So it just makes it faster, we think. So is this imbalance? So now your subconscious mind is taking us deeper and deeper and it's saying, all right, yeah, it's an energy. Yeah, it's something emotional. And now we're down to, it's some kind of a trapped emotion. Well, specifically what kind? Is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it a common trapped emotion? It is. It's a common trapped emotion, and that's at the top. And so if we touch that button, okay, we get a whole explanation in here. So someone said to me once, after looking at all this, they said, this is quite encyclopedic. And it is encyclopedic. It's like an encyclopedia. But that's actually live and cool. So let's go down here and figure out what this emotion is. And the instructions are all here about how to find the emotion. But we can just go right down here. I don't know if you can see this, but on the very bottom of the chart, on the very bottom of this app, you'll see on the bottom, very far left on the bottom, we have a little brain. And that little brain takes you back to the map. But the next one over, it looks like a window pane. If you touch that one, it takes us to the emotion code chart of emotions, because this is a trapped emotion, all right? At least part of this. So, so what emotion is this? I have no idea, but let's find out. Is it one of these in column A? No, so it's in B. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. So it's in row 1 or 3 or 5 in column B. We know that now. So is it in row 1 in column B? Nope. Is it in row 3 in column B? Yes. So if we touch row 3 column B, it kind of just focuses in on these. So it's one of these emotions. Which one is it? I have no idea. Is it confusion? No. Is it defensiveness? No. Is it grief? Yes. It's an emotion of grief. Okay. So now if we go back to the chart, you'll see, we can ask about this. Is it necessary to identify more about this emotion? Do we need to know more? And your body says no. Okay. Your subconscious mind says no. And so let's go down to intention at the very bottom. And so we just swipe 3 times with the magnet or hand, okay, on the governing meridian. So 1, 2, 3, awesome. And let's ask now, did we release that emotion? And we did, okay. So what I want you to do is, I'd like you to go ahead and maybe you might need to unplug, I don't know, but stand up and move around a little bit, okay? Just stand up, move around a little bit. Take a walk in your little room there if you can. and then come back and let's take a look. Lisa says the emotion code / body code have been invaluable during this wonky time that we're going through. That's for sure, right? And a wonky time. Yeah, it's absolutely right. Okay, so now, Jenny, what I'd like you to do is move your neck around a little bit. You know, look left and right, tilt your head back, move your shoulders a little bit. Okay.
Cool.
And so on a 0 to 10 scale, it was about an 8 before. So let's see how it's feeling now.
About a 5.
Okay, it was an 8. Now it's a 5. All right. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So here's what we do. We've cleared one imbalance. Okay. So let's go back to the home page by clicking on the little brain icon at the very bottom of the body code on the left, right there, and it takes us back to the home page. Now, let me tell you guys, this is how the game is played. All right. Health is all about finding and getting rid of imbalances. See, that's what it is. That's how it's done. It's actually really, really simple. Okay. So we're back to the home page. We always start here after we clear an imbalance. Let's see if we can clear another imbalance. Okay. And by the way, there's nothing magical about me doing this. You can do this. We have people doing this all over the world. We have kids doing this successfully. It's really fun. So is there another underlying reason, or is there another imbalance that's contributing to your problem there? And on that right shoulder, and your body says yes. Okay, so we get a yes answer. So now there's another imbalance that's in the chute. Okay, what imbalance is this? I don't know. Is it on the left side? Yes, it is. Okay. Is it in the energies area? No, it's not. Okay. So is it in circuits or systems? Yes, it is. So we're going to go to circuits and systems. So on my phone, right, you can all download this and have it on your phone. It's this little button right there. Boom. We click that one and we get 6 more imbalances, or 6 more kinds of imbalances, 6 categories. So what is this? Is it something on the right side of the chart here? No. And see, the beauty of this is that your subconscious mind is guiding us, see? And it knows exactly what's going on, but it's not one of these on the right side. So is it a disconnection? It is. Let's go there. Disconnection. Okay. So now we've got 5 different choices here. All right. We've got pregnancy-related disconnections, and usually those are disconnections between the mother and the fetus, and that's what causes morning sickness. Okay. We've got physical disconnections. Could be that. It could be that your spirit's gotten, jarred out of your body a little bit. That can happen. Or it could be that your spirit and your body are just not communicating, very well. There's a disconnect going on there. Or it could be that you got a broken heart. I don't know. Let's see what it is. Oh, the name of the app is the Discover Healing app. And it's available on, the platforms. So let's see. So what is this? I don't know. Let's find out. Is it something on the left side? No. Okay. So is this spirit out of body? Is that what it is? No. Is it a spirit physical disconnection? No. So this actually is what we call a spirit break. So let's go to that one. Now, you'll notice in here that, we used to have a lot of manuals and things. Now it's all built into this app. There's nothing else like this in the whole world. But what this is essentially is, if this involves your heart, which it does in this case, let me explain how this works and what this is. Okay, we have a physical body, right? We also have a spirit body. And anciently they called that the spirit or the chi or the prana or the ki, depending on where you were in the world. And I believe that spirit part of us, that spirit body looks exactly like our physical body. So if you could take your spirit out of your physical body, it would look exactly like you, I think, down to the most minute detail. Now, if we could look inside of your chest and see your heart in there beating, it would be about the size of a clenched fist, right? Your clenched fist. And it would probably look perfectly normal, just like any other woman your age and height and weight and so on. But if we were to look in your spirit body at your spirit heart, it would appear to be broken somehow, okay? Yeah, and so what we want to do here is we can ask some interesting questions about this if we want to. We can ask if, typically the heart will kind of split down the middle, and that's usually from some kind of emotional, intensity that's going on. But it is a real thing. And we think that when you have a broken heart, it can later lead to physical manifestations of that broken heart. In other words, heart problems, we don't know for sure, but we think, I mean, how could it not, really? That's what we're thinking. So,
Right.
yeah, right. So let's ask about this. Is your heart split into two pieces? Yes. More than two? No. Okay, so two pieces. Is your heart completely split in two parts, separated? No. So your heart is split, but it's still connected to some degree. How much connection is there still between those two halves? 20%, 25, 24, 25. So about 23% connection still going on. If you hear my dog barking, just ignore that. So let's see here. Okay. Do we need to know more about this disconnection? Not really. Okay, so let me just make a quick note there. Okay.
So it's basically hanging by a thread.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of, yeah. So let's see here. It's really funny. I mean, sometimes the heart will split. I've seen it split into 4 parts. Sometimes it'll just sort of fragment, but usually a couple pieces, it just splits. So is there an associated imbalance here that needs to be decoded? And the answer there is yes. So in other words, there's probably some underlying thing that's kind of creating this or perpetuating this. So let's go back out to the homepage on the body code. And let's ask what this associated thing is. Is it on the left side of the chart? Yes. Is it in the energies area? Yes. It's probably something emotional. That's pretty typical. That's usually what we see that, you know, will break the heart. Is it something on the left side? No. Allergy, intolerance. It is something emotional that shows up. So is it a trapped emotion? Yes. Okay, we'll go to the trapped emotion chart. And is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it a common trapped emotion? No. Is it shared or absorbed? It's an absorbed trapped emotion. So this is an interesting thing. An absorbed trapped emotion is where someone else, usually somebody that you're connected to in some way, is feeling an intense emotion and you absorb that energy and it becomes trapped in your body. Okay? So let's talk about this. Let's find this emotion. We know it's absorbed. Is this emotion listed in the chart here in column A? Yes. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? Yes. Okay, so row 1, column A. So is it abandonment? No. Is it betrayal? Yes. It's an absorbed emotion of betrayal. So does anything come to mind from your life about that emotion where maybe somebody else was feeling that powerfully?
Yeah, a couple of instances involving 2 very different people.
Okay, all right.
At 2 different points in my
At
life.
2 different times in your life. Okay. Well, why don't you think about the first one for a moment.
Okay.
And let's ask, was it that one that created this? No. So then think about the second one.
Okay.
And that's the one that created it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, go. So let's see. So betrayal, absorb betrayal. So let's go back to our chart and we can follow the directions here. And we can ask, you know, is there anything else we need to know about this? Not really. So let's go ahead and release this now. We swipe 3 times with a magnet if you've got one, or if you don't have a magnet, you can use your hand over the governing meridian, which runs right over the head like so. And let's ask that we remove that trapped emotion, that absorbed trapped emotion of betrayal. And I get a yes. Okay, cool. All right, so take a walk again and let's see how that's doing.
Okay.
You see, what's really so amazing is that our bodies manifest symptoms to get our attention, to guide us to things like this that are going on. You know, we're holding on to betrayal, or we're holding on to emotions, or whatever it might be. So move your head around now a little bit, you know, move your neck and roll your shoulders around. Let's see how it's feeling now. It was an 8, we brought it to a 5. Let's see how it's doing now.
You've brought it down to about a 2 now.
It's about a 2. All right, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So, when's the last time it felt this good?
At least 4 months ago.
At least 4 months ago. Wow. All right. Awesome. So, so let's do this. Let's go back to the homepage on the body code. Okay. And remember, this is in the Discover Healing app. Okay. But the emotion code is in here and the body code is in here. So that's kind of the umbrella. That's our brand name is the Discover Healing, because that's what we help people to do. So let's ask another question of your subconscious mind. Is there another underlying reason for this discomfort that you're still having there on that right side? And your subconscious mind says yes. Let's go to the body code. So is the reason on the left side of the body code? Not this time. So is it a pathogen? It could be, but it's not. Is it a misalignment? Yes, it is. So we'll go to the misalignment area. And so any tissue in the body can misalign, chakras, meridians, I mean, anything, really anything, any component of the body, energetic or otherwise, can misalign. So is this something on the left side of this chart? No, it's not. So is it something in systems, something in the skeleton? It's in the skeleton. Okay, so we'll touch that one. So we have the whole entire skeleton in here, but we've blown it up and made it easy to, digest. So is it the appendicular skeleton here on the left side? No. So it's in the axial skeleton. So that means it's one of these components. It's either got to be something in the vertebral column, one of the vertebrae, or something in the skull, or maybe a tooth, or something in the thoracic cage. So what is it? Is it on the left side? Yes. Is it vertebral column? No, it's skull. Okay. So we go to the skull. So now here we have all these little bones in the skull. And which bone is it? I have no idea. Is it one of these on the left side? No. So it's one of these on the right. So is it the frontal bone? No. Is it the parietal bone? No. Is it the temporal bone, or one of the temporal bones, or parietal bones? It says no. So is it the occipital bone? That's the only one left, and that is it. Okay. So when we touch that one, it says you've been guided to this page. If you've been guided here by the subconscious mind through testing, it indicates a misalignment is present. Okay.
Ooh.
Remember that most of the time, misalignments are caused by the distorting effect of some associated imbalance, such as a trapped emotion. That's usually the case. So let's see. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for a long time. And usually when bones misalign, there's some other underlying cause. And it used to drive me crazy when I was in practice as a chiropractor for many years, 20 years or so, that people would come in, I'd realign a bone, and it would go back out of alignment again. They'd have to come in every week, right? And I'm continually realigning things. Well, what the heck? Well, it's because there's something underlying, something deeper, see? And that's usually it's something emotional. So let's see here. Let's ask, is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? And guess what? There is. So there's something deeper. Let's go back to the home page. And what is this associated imbalance? Is it on the left side? Yes. Is it in the energies area? It is. Okay, let's go there. Is it something on the left side? Yes. Is it post-traumatic? It is. Okay, so it's post-traumatic. Now, there's 3 different kinds of post-traumatic energies that we suffer from that we've discovered. One of them is a physical trauma where you receive some kind of a physical blow. Sometimes we receive an emotional blow that is kind of like a physical trauma. We call that a physical emotional shock. And then there's another one we call recovery interference. Let's see what this is. Is it on the left side? Yes. Is it a physical trauma? Yeah. So at some point, you received an actual physical blow to the body. Now, it might not have been in this area. It could have been anywhere. But that energy sometimes, see, usually when we receive some kind of a blow, or we take some kind of a hit to our body, usually that energy that is introduced into the body will just kind of go through the body and we'll just keep right on going. But sometimes that energy will go and get stuck in the body, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening here. So does anything just pop into your head about any kind of a blow that you might have taken?
A rear ender a couple of years ago.
A rear ender a couple of years ago? Okay. Let's ask, is that when this was created? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So let's go back. Let's ask, do we need to know anything else about this? Is there any associated imbalance? Not really. So let's release it. Ready? 1, 2, 3 swipes. There we go. Did we release that? We did. Okay, go ahead and stand up now, move around, and let's see how it feels now. And that's how easy this is, and it's actually really fun. And the beautiful thing is, when we clear these things, any of these things that we've cleared, these aren't coming back. They're released. Okay, so now, Jenny, move your head around. Yeah, roll your shoulders. Let's see how it's feeling now. It was an 8. We took it down to a 5, then a 2. What do you think?
It's down to a 1. You can call me a bobblehead now.
All right, cool. All right, fantastic. Well, listen, that's probably about all the time we've got, but hey, that worked, right?
That totally worked. And you know what? It's been a brilliant experience with you, and it just reaffirms for me why I became a certified emotion code practitioner, and I thank you so much for that.
Oh gosh, you're so welcome. Well, that's awesome. I didn't even know you were. I mean, because we have so many now. You know, it used to be that in the early days I knew everybody, but we've got over we're between 6,000 and 7,000 emotion code practitioners now in 80 countries around the world. So you're one of them. So thank you for doing that.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Good for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad.
All right, absolutely, Jenny. Take it easy. We'll talk next time.
Okay, bye
All
bye.
righty, bye bye. All right, that was a lot of fun. Let's see. So what do we learn there? I mean, think about this. Um, the subconscious mind, you see, of each one of us knows exactly what is wrong with us in every detail. I mean, our subconscious minds are so incredibly intelligent. They understand with a perfect understanding, a perfect comprehension, what's really going on. What do we really need? And most of the time, I'm here to tell you, most of the time we don't need a pharmaceutical drug, although sometimes the subconscious mind will say, yeah, we do need that. That can happen. Most of the time we don't need a vaccine. Most of the time we don't need a lot of the things that we think we need, or a lot of the things that are pitched at us, that are pushed to us as things that we need. A lot of the time we don't need those things. The body is incredibly intelligent, you see. And so this system just takes advantage of that. That's all it is. It's actually really, really simple. So we have another person that we're going to be working with here who has some jaw pain and some ear issues, and that is Katie. So let's see here, Katie. I'm going to say hi to you on Skype, and then we'll see if we can connect. I'm going to call you. Bonnie says I call them pharmaceuticals. Well, yeah, you know, a lot of the time that's true. Let's see here. All right. Well, we'll give Katie a minute here. Let me share with you first of all how you can find a practitioner. Let's go to this little window here if we can, and here we go. So once again, just so you know, we've got these events going on, emotion code seminars. Go to discoverhealing.com/the emotion code seminar with little dashes in between, and it'll take you to this page, and you can sign up for any one of these events that you want to. Okay, coming up, emotion code seminars. These are one-day events. Okay, they're virtual, they're online, kind of like what we're doing right now. September 12th, October 17th, and November 7th. Okay. Now, also, we have, let's see here. We've also got some body code events coming up. Again, these are virtual too. I had my whole year planned out this year, right? I was going to be in Europe. We were going to do our first seminar in New Delhi in India. We're excited to get back to traveling, but for now we're doing them all virtually. Okay, so it's $247 for that's all it is for 2 full days of training in these body code seminars, and these are September 18, 19, 23 to 24, or 13 to 14. Okay, and again, the web link is discoverhealing.com/body code seminar, and that's in the it's in. Actually, I guess I can just post this in here. Let's see. I think I can throw a comment right in there. That may work or it may not work. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to, and I'll throw in this one about the emotion code seminars too. I think I can do this. Let's try that. Okay. And I think Val is working with me on this. She's our social media maven, and she's helping us. So I wanted to also share with you the Discover Healing website. Oh, okay. Val, maybe you can post those links in here, okay? Thank you. So if you go to discoverhealing.com, this is our website. If you're looking for a practitioner, you can go to the practitioner map, okay, for one thing, and that map will come up, and you'll see some of the practitioners that we have around the world have chosen to be on this map. You can see there's people all over the world, and so you can kind of just look through this and see who you want to work with, and there's lots of amazing practitioners here. There are emotion code practitioners, body code practitioners, and you can also look at the certification button here, okay? And you can find out about our certification programs, okay? The beautiful thing about the emotion code and the body code is that they can be done at a distance, just like you're seeing me do today. And so in an age where travel is limited, right, you can still be connecting with people and have a clientele, really, and be making money. And you don't have to leave your home. So these need to be updated. This is 6,000 in 80 countries, 6,000 plus in 80 countries. And I think it's getting close to 2,000 body code practitioners too. Anyway, so this tells you all about it. We've got a couple levels of certification right now. And that's discoverhealing.com/certification. So let's see if we can connect again with our volunteer, and that's Katie. Let's see if Katie's around. Katie?
Yes.
There you are. Turn on your camera, my dear, if you would, and we will talk to you.
All right.
Hey, there you are. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. All right. Let's see here, Katie. So you were saying you were having some jaw trouble, is that right?
I'm here.
There you go. Yeah, Katie, tell everybody what's been happening with you, and we'll see if, and for how long, and we'll see if we can help you with the body code.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been dealing with sudden hearing loss that's been going on for about 5 years, but I've got like some chronic TMJ jaw pain going on, and a lot of clenching, waking up with a lot of jaw pain.
Okay. Okay. All right. Do you have any pain going on right now?
Yes.
Okay. So on a 0 to 10, if 0 was no discomfort at all and 10 was the most you could think of, how would you rate it right now?
I would say a good strong 8.
Okay. And by the way, where are you in the world? Just out of curiosity.
I'm in northern Colorado, north of Steamboat Springs.
Okay, great. I've got a daughter that's just moving to, what is it, Manitou? Right outside of Colorado Springs. Does that ring a bell?
Yep, I'm about 4 hours from there.
Okay. Oh, yeah, cool. All right, fantastic. So here we go. Let's take a moment. We'll ask for some help from up above, right? And then we'll connect and see what's going on. So give me just a moment here. All right, let's see here. So for those of you that are just joining us, the subconscious mind has this ability to built right into it to set aside its own needs to act on behalf of somebody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be asking questions of Katie's subconscious mind, and those answers will manifest on my body as either strength for yes or weakness for no. Okay, and I'm going to be using this method called the ring and ring test. And when I try to pull my fingers apart, strong will be yes, no will be, or strong will be yes, and weak will be no. Okay, so let's take a look here, and let's go back to the body code if I can here. There we go. All right. So here's our Discover Healing app and the body code portion of the app here. And so these are the 6 kinds of imbalances that lead to all the different problems that we suffer from as human beings. So let's ask, first of all, is there an underlying reason? Well, first let's ask, can I act as proxy for you? And I get a yes answer. So we definitely are connected now. And so let's ask, is there an underlying reason for this trouble that you've been having? And by the way, this jaw discomfort that you have, is it more on one side or the other, or what?
I would say my left side.
Okay. Okay. So this discomfort that you're having in the left side of your jaw, okay, that's a level 8. Is there an underlying reason for that? I get a yes. Okay. And so let's look at our chart here and let's ask, okay, This reason, now your subconscious mind has a reason in mind, okay? I don't know what it is, I have no idea, but it's one of these. So is it something on the left side of this chart? I get a yes. Is it in the energies area? No. Is it in circuits and systems? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go to that one. I'm looking at this on my phone, right? So we're gonna touch the red one there, circuits and systems, and it brings up 6 other possibilities. So is it one of these on the left side? So your subconscious mind is trying to take us there, right? So is it one of these on the left side? No. So is this an organ imbalance? Yes, it is. So let's go to the organ area, all right? And is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it bladder? No. Is it gallbladder? No. Is it heart? No. Is it kidney? Kidneys. Okay, so we'll go to the kidneys, and it tells you all about the kidneys and what all they do. You will notice, though, that one of these that's listed, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but right under there, Discomfort in the Jaw Tmj, is one of these things. So now this doesn't mean that there's anything seriously wrong with your kidneys or anything like that. It just means that there's some kind of an imbalance going on. So let's see. Do we need to determine which side this imbalance is on? I get a yes. And so is this on the left side? Yes. Is the right kidney imbalanced as well? No. So one of the things that we talked that we have talked about for years is you can actually ask organs and glands and tissues if they're happy or not, and they'll tell you. So is your left kidney happy? I get a no, right? So let's go down to association and ask, is there an associated imbalance that needs to be decoded? And the answer is yes. So what we're really asking here is there something connected to this, perhaps underlying this, that we need to figure out? And your subconscious mind says, yeah, there's something else connected to this. Let's go back out to the home page here, and we'll find out what's connected to this. So we've got a left kidney imbalance. Let me write that down really quick. An unhappy left kidney, but it's connected up to something else. And is that something here on the left side? Yes. Is it an energy? Yes. Okay, so we'll go to that one. And we got 6 choices here. Is it one of these on the left side? Yes. Is it something post-traumatic? No. Is it something offensive? No. Something mental. It's something mental. It's a mental energy. So is it something on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it a will to? Yep, it's a will to. So we have a chart here. So sometimes we'll create a will to do something. Maybe it's a will to die, or a will to be punished, or a will to whatever. And that can imbalance us. So let's see what this is. We have a chart here. It's got 2 columns and 6 rows. So we'll just simply ask, what's closest to this? We're asking your subconscious mind, what's closest to this? Is it something in column A? Yes. Is it in one of the odd rows? No. So is it in row 2 or 4? It's in row 4. Column A is closest to this, okay? So is it a will to rescue? Is it a will to be rescued? It's kind of a will to be rescued. So let's go back up here and let's ask, do we need to know anything else about this? Not really. Is there anything associated with this? Not really. Let's release this, okay? All right. Now you're in your car, it looks like. So we just swipe a few times. And let's ask, did we release that? We did. Okay, good. Are you in a place where you can get out of your car and walk around at all?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why don't you get out of your car, walk around just a little bit. Now, the reason why I like to, and this is totally optional, but I like to have people walk around a little bit after we release something. And the reason why is because when you clear something like this, or really when you clear anything, bones are moving into new places, muscles are turning on that haven't been turned on before, and it just kind of accelerates that little process of getting things rebalanced again. Okay. So that was a will to be rescued. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not a psychologist, but you know, if you were a psychologist, that makes some kind of sense. I don't know. Does that ring any kind of a bell in your life at all?
A lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of how I've always been. I've kind of felt like I've always, sometimes I can slip into that, what do you call it? Victim mode.
Yeah, sure.
Because of health issues, yeah.
Okay, all right, awesome. So how's it feel now, 0 to, it was about an 8 before. Move your jaw around a little bit, open, close, and so on. How's it feel now compared to how it was feeling before?
Definitely looser, not as tight.
Okay. Good, okay.
And I'm kind of feeling a little my right.
Feeling it a little more on the right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How would you rate that left side? It was an 8 before. If you put a number on it, what would it be?
I would say a 4.
Okay. All right, good, okay. All right, so let's keep working on that left side. And some of this, anything that affects one side can definitely affect the other with the jaw because it's all one bone, right? But let's go back out to the home page. So the way that this works is with the body code in the Discover Healing app, you find an imbalance, you clear it, then you look for the next imbalance. So let's ask, let's see here. Is there another underlying reason for this jaw discomfort? And the answer is yes. Okay. So what's the reason? Is it on the left side of our body code map? No. Is it a pathogen of some kind? It could be, but it's not. It could be anything. The old saying of the holistic physician, by the way, Katie, is that anything can cause anything. That's really true. So is it a misalignment? Yeah, it's a misalignment. So you got a misalignment of something. Now, it could be the jaw, but it could be something else. I have no idea. So let's see. Is it something on the left side of this chart? No. Is it something in systems? No. Skeletons. In the skeleton somewhere. Is it on the left side here? So in other words, is it the appendicular skeleton, which is, the arms and legs and so on? It's not that. It's actually in the axial skeleton. So is it something on the left side of this chart? Yes. Is it vertebral column? No, it's actually it's a bone in the skull. And Jenny had the same kind of issue. So is it something on the left side of this chart? No. So is it the frontal bone? No. Is it one of the parietal bones or a temporal bone? It's a temporal bone. So let's see which side. Is it your right side or your left side? It's your left temporal bone. Now remember, the T in TMJ stands for temporal, right? So your jaw fits up into this socket in the temporal bone, right, and moves like so. So that bone is not happy. We could say it's misaligned, right? Or it's not moving correctly. The bones in the skull expand and contract about 20 times a minute or so, they say, 12 to 20. So let's go to this bone for a minute. And let's ask, is there an associated imbalance that we need to decode here? Yes. So there's probably something underlying this and or connected to it. Let's go back out and find out what is the underlying or connected issue here. Okay? Because see, if you really want to fix things and you really want to heal things, what you've got to do is you've got to go down the rabbit hole deep enough, right? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't, things just keep coming back over and over, and who needs that? That's
Nobody.
Yeah, that's just not what you want. So, but there is something that's connected to this left temporal bone being out of whack. Okay. So what is it? Is it something on the left side? Yes. Is it an energy? It is. So we'll go to the energies button. And by the way, for those of you that are just joining us, this is on my phone, right? This is the Discover Healing app, which you can download. And so it's one of these 6. Is it something on the left side? No. So is it an allergy or an intolerance? No. Is it something emotional? It is. It's something emotional. We'll go there. Is it something on the left side? Yes. Is it a trapped emotion? It is. So we'll go there. So here we break down in this app, in the body code, we break down all the different kinds of trapped emotions. So it's kind of a different way of doing it than if you've read the emotion code book and you're just doing it that way, that's fine. But in the body code, we kind of try to make it a little bit faster for you. So is it one of these on the left side? No. So is it a common trapped emotion, shared, or an absorbed? It's an absorbed trapped emotion. Okay. All right. There's an absorbed trapped emotion that is imbalancing that left temporal bone. So in other words, there's an emotional energy there that's just kind of vibrating there. And you absorbed it from somebody else. So let's see what emotion it is. We'll go down to the chart here on the bottom. And what emotion is it? Is it in A or B? It's in B. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1 or row 3 or row 5? It's in row 5, column B. The app, you get to try the app out, I think, for 7 days, and then it's $29 a month. Someone was asking that. So it's one of these. Is the emotion conflict? No. Is it creative insecurity? No. Is it terror? No. Is it unsupported? Yes. So it's an emotion of unsupported. So someone that was connected to you in some way at some point was feeling really unsupported. They were vibrating that emotion really powerfully, and you absorbed it, and it went right here. Boop. And it's been imbalancing that bone for I don't know how long. But does that ring any kind of a bell?
Yeah, I would say with my mom.
Okay, with your mom. Is your mom still around?
No, my mom passed away 12 years ago from cancer.
Oh, 12 years ago from cancer. Okay. Well, so let's ask about this. First of all, did you absorb this from your mom? You did. Okay. So just for fun here, Katie, how old are you right now?
37.
37. Okay. So did you absorb this from your mom when you were younger than 30? Uh-huh. Younger than 20? Yep. Younger than 10? No. So sometime between 10 and 20. Did you absorb this from your mom between 10 and 15? No, around 16, 17, 18, 19. Around age 19, 18, 19, 20. I don't know if that rings a bell.
Yep, it sure does.
Okay. All right.
That's so crazy.
Okay. All right. So now we can release this emotion, right? Now, how do we find this emotion? We found this emotion because this bone is out of alignment. It's not moving correctly, and it's part of the TMJ. It's the temporal bone, right? So let's release this emotion, okay? This absorbed emotion of feeling unsupported that you absorbed from your mom when you were around 18 or so. And let's ask now, did we release that? We did, okay? So why don't you go ahead and stand up now, move around a little bit if you can, and
Yep.
now again, remember for the rest of you, I like to have people walk around a little if they can, just because I generally only do that if they're feeling some kind of a physical discomfort, right? Because when you clear something and you correct something, well, you've turned some things on, or maybe realigned some things that were out of alignment. And so when a person gets up and walks just a little bit, things just kind of settle into a new sort of equilibrium. So hopefully that makes sense. That's why I like to have people walk a little. So now, Katie, move your jaw around a little bit. Open it up and close it, move it around. Let's see how it feels now compared to how it was feeling before, and let's just see what's happening.
It's so much better. Just a lot looser, not as much tension.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you rate that left side on a 0 to 10 scale?
I would say a 2.
2. Okay, that's pretty good, right? A 2. All right, awesome. So let's do one more, okay? Let's do one more and see if we can get it a little bit better. I don't know. We'll go back to the homepage on the body code. And well, actually, let's do this. Remember, we found this bone was out of balance, out of whack, out of alignment, whatever you want to call it. The temporal bone on your left side. So let's ask about that bone. Is that bone balanced now? Is it happy now? Yeah. So that bone is that bone's functioning now. We could say it's realigned. It's better. Uh-oh. I think we lost Katie. Katie, you still there?
I'm here. Yep, I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go back to the homepage on the body code, and really quickly, let's just ask: is there another underlying reason for this trouble that you've been having with your jaw? And I get a yes answer. So what's the reason? Is it on the left side of our chart here? Yes. Is it something in the energies area? It is. That's strong. We'll go there. Is it something on the left side of this chart? No. Is it an allergy or an intolerance? Is it something emotional? It is. So there's something emotional. So is this a trapped emotion? It is. We'll go here. And is it something on the left side of this chart? Yes. So is it prenatal? That's an emotion you pick up in the womb? No. Is it preconception? No. Those are emotions you pick up before you're conceived. So this is an inherited trapped emotion. That's the only thing that's left. Okay. So let's get down to our chart. We inherit emotional energy sometimes from mom or dad, and they might have inherited them from their mom or dad, and these can go back for generations. And so let's see what emotion this is first, okay? So let me just make a couple of notes here really quick. All right, let's see. So this emotion, is it listed here in the chart in column A? Yes. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes. Is it in row 1? Yes. Okay, so it's one of these. It's either abandonment, betrayal, forlorn, lost, or love and received. So is the emotion abandonment? Is that what it is? No. Is it betrayal? No. Is it forlorn? Yes. The emotion is forlorn. And did you get this from your mother? No, this came from your father, okay? From your father. And did he get this from somebody earlier? From his father? No, from his mother. So it came from your father's mother. And does it go back even further? And it does. Does it go back 5 generations? Yes. Does it go back 10? Yep. Does it go back 15? No. 14? No. 13, 12, 11, 12, 11. It goes back 11 generations total. And if we say 11 generations times about 25 years for a generation, roughly, it's about 275 years. So in other words, about 1745, okay? So all we can say for sure is that some ancestor of yours felt very forlorn sometime around 1745. And that emotion was powerful enough that it became trapped in their body. And then when they conceived a child, they passed that or shared that with that child. And so in quantum physics, there are some strange concepts that say that one energy can essentially exist in an infinite number of places at one time. And that's kind of how this works. So that person, even though these ancestors of yours, most of these 11 generations have passed on, yet they are still holding this energy, see? So what we're going to do is we're going to release this from you, and it should release from them as well. Before we do, though, let me ask you, do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2.
2 kids, okay. And they're your biological children?
Yep.
Okay. So let's ask, did you pass this to either one of them? And actually, no, I get a no that you didn't. So if you didn't have any more kids, it looks like this one, at least in your line, might just peter out and go away. But your siblings, might have this if you have siblings or cousins or whoever. But let's ask you, we didn't know anything else about this. We don't. Let's release this. Now, to release one of these, we'll either use a magnet or a hand. I'll use a magnet this time since I just happen to have one here. And we're going to do 10 swipes over the governing meridian, okay? And what that's doing is our intention is we're putting energy in the meridian, and the intention is to release this inherited trapped emotion from everybody that's holding it, living or dead, okay? So let's ask, did we release that from you? And we did. Did it also release from your father? Yes. And from his mother? Yes. And from all those other generations all the way back to, did this begin with a female or a male? It started with a grandfather, actually. So did it release all the way back to him, back around 1745 AD? And it did. Okay, cool. So now why don't you go ahead and, you're already walking around a little bit. Move things around. Let's see how things are feeling compared to how it was feeling before. And let's just see what's happening.
Feels a lot better. I just feel a lot lighter.
Lighter is good, right? Mm-hmm. Lighter is good. So let's see here. All right, fantastic. So yeah, so another energy there. So how would you rate it on a 0 to 10 scale? 0 being, of course, no discomfort. And we started at an 8. And then I think we got it to a 5, and then went to a 2, and then a 1, right? Or a 4, 2. Oh yeah, sorry, it went from an 8 to a 4, and then a 2. How would you rate it now, discomfort-wise? How much discomfort?
I would say I'm at a 1.
About a 1. Okay, that's pretty good. When's the last time it was at a 1?
Years.
Years. Yeah. Okay. All right, awesome. Now, understand, okay, and this is for all of you, when we release imbalances, the hidden, the true underlying imbalances that cause these physical issues for us, a lot of the time, most of the time, things get better and they just stay better. Sometimes things will get better for a little while, and then they'll start to go bad again and the symptoms can come back. If that happens, what do you think that means? It just means that there's more stuff to be cleared, see? That's all it is, okay? And you can work on yourself, and you can learn how to do it. Whoops. You can learn how to do this yourself. It's really simple. Or you can, like I showed you, we've got people all over the world that can help you too. So, thanks, Katie. That was fun.
Thank you so much. That was
so
awesome.
Welcome. Have a much better
I've never
day.
had it.
What's that?
Yeah. I said I haven't had any of the body code. I'm an emotion code therapist through you.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's great. You having fun with that?
I'm loving it.
Oh, that's so great. Well, thanks for your help. I mean, there's so much healing that needs to take place in this world. And it's fun to do, right? Isn't it fun and rewarding?
It is really fun.
Yeah, that's great. Well,
It is.
Thanks, Katie. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day, and let us know how you do, all right?
Will do. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All right, you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, so that was kind of fun, right? So that's basically how this works. Remember, it's the Discover Healing app, and the app again is you get a 7-day free trial. You can try it out, play with it, and then if you want to have it, it's $29 a month. The best way to sign up for it, they tell me, is if you go to the Discover Healing website here, and you just click on app right here. Oh, let me, sorry, you're not looking at it. Let me share it with you here. There we go. If you go to discoverhealing.com/app, then it shows you the app. You can learn more about it, and you can start your free trial right there. One of the nice things, if you subscribe to the app through our website, then you'll be able to use it on both Windows devices or Apple devices or Android devices. Right now, it's only available on mobile devices, but our programmers are hard at work, and we're soon going to be releasing a version that will also run on your desktop, because that's been something that people have been asking us for quite a while. So we're excited about that. So this tells you all about all of it and how it works, and I can share with you some of the other things that are in there. There really is no other there's no other app like this in the world. I mean, it's got everything, and you can use it, learn how to do it, help yourself, help your kids, help your family. I mean, it's very inexpensive when you think about how much your health is worth, right? And you know, for less than the cost of a cup of coffee, which is not even that good of a thing for you anyway, for less than the cost of a cup of coffee, you can have this app on your mobile devices, and you can use it to help people. So we're pretty excited about it. So I wanted to share with you a couple of other things about it really quickly here. There's a lot more in this app than what you see. Let's see here. Yeah, let me share with you. So, for example, pathogens. You'll learn how to work with pathogens, energetic pathogens, the physical energy of pathogens, or physical pathogens, as well as the energetic phase of pathogens. You'll learn about all the chakras. They're all in here, right? The thing about it is the body code is designed, and remember, it's called the Discover Healing app. It's designed really for you to be able to learn as you go. So as you're using it, you're learning all about all of these various things, right? You learn about these things, and the instructions are all in there on how to do it. So with this new version, we wanted to create a version that was so complete that anything that was missing from any of the previous versions was in there, and also it was complete enough that you wouldn't really need anything else, that it would be totally complete. One of the things that used to sometimes throw people off was they would get into, oh gosh, let's see, a place like like teeth, and a chart would come up for teeth. By the way, you'll notice here we've got root canals, cavitations, cavities, fillings, all kinds of things. And if you're taken into the teeth area, now we've broken it down so you've got upper teeth, lower teeth, and you can drill right down to the very tooth that you're looking for, and you have all the connections and everything there. So it might seem, if you're not used to it, it can seem kind of intimidating because it's so complete and so vast and so in depth. But the reality of it is it's so simple that you don't have to be intimidated. All you do is ask questions. And at any given time, you're only asking for a yes or a no question. And yet the body code is designed in such a way that you're able to be taken right down to those levels really easily. And so if you, at the very bottom, you'll see there's a little question mark there. So there's training in here about how to use the app and so on. On the far left or far right on the bottom is where we'll be adding more languages. Okay, we've got German. We'll soon be releasing German. We'll have other languages in there as well, and that's how you'll change those languages. So there's all kinds of things in here that people don't even think about. There's offensive energies, things like courting. Maybe you're courted to your old boyfriend. Maybe that's why you can't think about him, or you can't stop thinking about him even though it's been 50 years or something. Or maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend has an allergy to commitment. Maybe that's why they're not committing. Maybe you've got a curse. Maybe you've got an entity. Maybe you've got some kind of a nutritional issue going on. And so if you go down into this area, we've greatly expanded this area. So under nutrition, we've got superfoods, we've got proteins, nutrients, foods. If you go into superfoods, for example, there's a chart. And so how this works is you simply ask the subconscious mind what it is that your subconscious mind wants, and it will take you to that thing, see? And so you're relying completely on the subconscious mind, which is so much more of an intelligent way, really, to take care of ourselves. And we're living in a world now, of course, as you all know, where we're having a pandemic and so on. And really, Louis Pasteur, on his deathbed, said, I don't know it in French, but basically he said, the terrain is everything. The germ is nothing. The terrain is everything. And what did he mean by that? Well, what he meant by that was that how healthy your body is, how well nourished you are, right? How healthy you are, really, is what really, really matters. And the germ is nothing. And back then, there was this big controversy going on. Well, is it really the germ? Can the germ strike down anyone? Do we really need to be so terrified of the germ? And the answer is no. And Pasteur realized that and said that on his deathbed. The terrain is everything. The germ is nothing. And so if you're healthy, you really don't have to worry. Our bodies are designed to deal with viruses, and coronaviruses have been around, for example, for a long, long time. I mean, who knows how long, but we've been dealing with them since forever. Our bodies know how to deal with these things. And so if you look at the statistics, it's the people that have these other coexisting conditions. For example, in Italy, I think they found that it was about 80% of the people, the vast majority of the people who were having problems were people that were 80 years old and so on. So it's all about being healthy ourselves. And what the body code is all about, what the body code is about, it is about finding those imbalances that we have going on. I mean, just think of this. I mean, think of how powerful this concept is, to realize that the subconscious mind is aware of exactly what you need, of exactly what your imbalances are. And you can find those, and you can remove those imbalances, and you can give your body exactly what it is wanting so that it can be maximally healthy. That's your best insurance for surviving and thriving and living to your genetic age, however long that may be. So anyway, Bonnie says, what a fabulous app. I've read the emotion code years ago, and now it seems the stars have finally aligned for me to get some help with healing. All right, fantastic, Bonnie. All right. Well, we've got so many great comments here. I've got to get going. I want to thank all of you for being on today, and we'll do this again. Okay. We'll do this again soon. This is it's a lot of fun for me to get on. You know, I normally am teaching at events and things, and haven't been able to do that lately. So I want to thank you all for being on today, and I hope you all have a great evening or day or middle of the night, wherever it is you are. Let me go back one more time and share with you one more time about these live events. If you go to the emotion code, if you go to this site, discoverhealing.com /the emotion code seminar, and the link is in this, what would you call it? This chat thread, I guess you'd say. Then you can find out about the virtual events we have going on. These are only, let's see, how much are these? I think there's only $97. Yeah, $97 per ticket. It's just ridiculously inexpensive. If you go to discoverhealing.com /bodycode seminar, let's see here. Then you can see the ones coming up here, September, October, November. Okay. The link is in the thread. And, Robin says, I like your beard, bro. Thank you, Robin. And then remember, if you're looking for the app, you can go to discoverhealing.com /app. Okay. That's the Discover Healing app that I've been using today. And then also, if you go to discoverhealing.com, you can go to the certification area, sign up, get trained, get certified. We have 2 different levels of certification. Emotion code certification is level 1, and that leads to level 2 certification, which is the body code. We'll have some higher levels of certification that we're going to be introducing within the next year or so. But that's where you start, okay? You start with the basics, and then you move up, and then you can actually do this and make money doing this and have a career doing this. And you can do it from the privacy of your own home. You don't need to travel, and so that's how that works. Sandra says, love these live events. Thank you. Well, thank you, too. And then last but not least, if you go to the Discover Healing app, and you go to the practitioners map, then you can see these practitioners. So a small number, believe me, not all the practitioners that we have are on this map, but a certain number of people have decided they want to be on the map. It's $24.97, I think, a month to be on this map, and so you can see who's on the map. You can zoom in, by the way, okay? And so, you know, if you want to work with somebody that's in a particular area, for example, let's say that you live in Germany or something, you can zoom in. And as you zoom in on the map, what it does then is it narrows down the list of people that are actually displaying on the map. And so kind of a fun thing. So anyway, that's how that works. Remember, though, that if you are looking for a practitioner, you don't have to work with somebody that's in your local area. Because remember, this is done at a distance just as well as it's done live and in person. So you can work with somebody and they could be on the other side of the planet, literally, and that's just fine, okay? So those are the websites, and there you go. And Jen says, hope you can make this a regular event. Yeah, I think we need to do that. So anyway, I do need to get going. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a fantastic evening, and we will talk again, and we'll do this again soon, all right? See you soon. Bye-bye.